can't pay me to wear a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated a guy once who was like, you couldn't even get your hand this close to his neck without him like panicking, and he thought it was because he had been like choked that way in a past life.
What I can relate to, and I think most people can relate to, is the idea of being harassed by someone you can't see.
Yeah.
And someone who's anonymous. I think that is a thing that happens to most people.
You need help? Please. What do you want from me?
Okay, you know, the first question I have for you, how the hell did you get in that restaurant without a tie? There is no way.
So true.
Right?
I'm
wearing a jumpsuit and he's no tie on.
I know.
I have an aversion to ties. Of any kind.
Well,
yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
So.
I've had many
Couldn't have anything around your
disagreement with a stylist about
Yeah.
ties.
You're not a tie guy.
No.
I mean, you'd look great in a tie, but
Not even like a full button guy. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff up here.
On your
Yeah.
neck. I don't do
I
that.
just. I have like a weird thing with it. Like I just can't with scarves. Like I just can't. Like ugh. It just bothers me.
I
Yeah.
hate it too.
You know what I mean?
I hate it
a
too.
lot of guys have that problem.
You can't pay me to wear a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated a guy once who was like, you couldn't even get your hand this close to his neck without him like
Really?
panicking, and he thought it was
My hand's
because
different.
he had been
Yeah.
like choked that way in a past life.
Oof.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
He had like a real intense aversion to like anything coming close
It's
to his
fabric
neck
for
like
me.
that.
I don't mind a hand, but
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
fabric.
But I think I would be freaked out with a hand too.
Yeah, would you?
Honest?
Yeah, I
Yeah, a
don't
little
mind the
bit.
hand, but it's fabric. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
consistent fabric.
Yeah.
But like a hand or something, like it's like a some
One
form,
of these.
some form of affection, fine.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
hand?
Yeah.
I mean, not hand. Fabric? No.
Yeah.
Can't
Fabric sucks. And
Yeah.
Fabric does suck. That's
Yeah.
one thing about fabric.
Fabrics hit the bricks,
Sucks.
dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a fun day already.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, it was so much fun watching you guys. I feel like you're doing the same thing here. It seems so natural to watch. What was it like working with just the two of you together like that for that long?
It was cool.
Yeah, it was kind of like this. We
Yeah.
had a lot of fun. We really did. And Jeffrey Self, who plays Matt in the movie,
Yeah.
our waiter, the three of us became thick as thieves, and we laughed so much
Yeah.
all the time. It was just such an easy connection.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really was. We just had we it doesn't happen all the time. Very
Yeah.
rarely actually does it happen. Like you can get along with people, but the three of us genuinely became really good friends
Like
very
siblings.
quickly.
Wow.
And still are, you
Yeah.
know, and hang out all the time and talk all the time. So it just we got lucky. So you end up just feeling like you're just hanging out with your buddy.
Yeah.
And then you're also making a movie.
Makes everything much
so it just makes
easier.
everything a lot easier and more fun, and
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're on a set, and makes the days go by. Some of the tedious days we had just being in the same location every day, and it's getting to do this is a gift. So
Yeah.
it's never that hard.
Very charmed.
But it does get a little monotonous just sitting in the same chair every day for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, but it was great, just being with her and Jeffrey and having a good time, and yeah.
And you were, wow. I mean, look, this isn't really. Women performances sometimes really are so outstanding in these films because you're victimized and you have stuff that happens in this.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough to watch. It's
Yeah.
intense. What was it like working with Christopher and finding that the balance of keeping it light but still telling this crazy story?
Yeah. Well, it was definitely something we talked about a lot beforehand,
Yeah.
and something, you know, especially with the abuse component of it, we wanted to be really thoughtful about that, and
Yeah.
also show, you know, the story of a woman who's like really becomes very empowered and becomes her own hero, and so that was really exciting. And then I think, like all of the lighter moments and stuff, to me that always feels the truest to life. Life has all of that all the
Yeah.
time, and my favorite things are the things that are really, really sad and really, really funny at the same time. So, and Chris, you know, obviously he's excellent with that tone. Like, you know, he's
Yeah.
really good at the comedy and the horror, and building both stakes that feel really real. So yeah, with him, he kind of made it feel kind of easy.
Well, you guys were honestly great. It was so much fun, both of you. Like, we got
Thanks,
wrap
So
it.
nice to meet you.
So nice
Thanks so
meeting you.
much.
Appreciate it, dude.
I like
Pleasure.
you. No tie. No tie.
No tie, dude. Get him out of here.
No tie, no fabric.
Let's do it.
I'll see you guys later.
What are you thinking for appetizers?
Yeah, you can order.
You sure? Mm-hmm. Big responsibility. How's the coconut calamari? Be honest.
It is our most popular special on the menu.
Great.
Well, I will get that started for you, and I will Abi.
Violet, everything okay? What's going on?
Yeah, I have to call home. I'll be right back.
Well, I'm gonna start with, this is such a, I didn't watch the trailer going in, and I had no idea
smart.
what to expect.
Yeah.
You have a lot of shades of, you've got the the De Palma red going on in the poster. You've got so many inspirations from these early 80s thrillers. Where did this come from for you?
I mean, honestly, the script came from the producers. They brought it to me. It's very early stages. It was a first draft, and I read it, and I immediately fell in love with it. And it was interesting because I was in sort of like soft prep on another movie, but I still knew I had to be involved, and I thought, I hope that this can be my next movie at some point. But I also was sort of dealing with the fact that like maybe I wouldn't get to make it. But I was just so taken by the concept, and I loved that it was this classic thriller.
Yeah.
That felt both sort of old and modern at the same time. And I loved Violet's story, and so it was great. I just had a really nice time working with the writers and sort of continuing to develop the script, and then life happened, and I got to make it.
How did you decide on these two? Because they really are good together. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, I'm a fan of both of them, their previous work, and obviously, like most people, fell madly in love with Meghann. Watching season 2 of White Lotus, and I knew that she was the perfect person for the role. We met, had a really nice meeting together, really hit it off, and so like that was one of those gut level things. If I was like, okay, I've definitely found Violet. And then same thing with Brandon, you know, just really charming and likable and handsome, and I just thought it's such a wish fulfillment kind of a thing, you know, to go on a date with that guy, right? And so. I had to go with my gut, you know, because we didn't do chemistry reads and we didn't do things like that. We just cast them and put them together. But yeah, I just had a feeling all along that they were going to click.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what I like about your career is you've kind of reinvented horror in a way that it's, whether it's Happy Death Day, taking on a familiar thing and doing something completely different. With this one, you're taking the idea of a cell phone technology. Has anything like this ever happened to you before?
No, thank God. No, I definitely have never had anyone. I mean, listen, I think what I can relate to, and I think most people can relate to, is the idea of being harassed by someone you can't see.
Yeah.
And someone who's anonymous. I think that is a thing that happens to most people, you know, online or, you know, on social media. And so I think that it's a very relatable concept to people.
Now, I've got to ask, because there is talk, Happy Death Day, you're finally. Obviously, you can't talk about it, and there's a lot of secrets there, but I feel like people are really excited about that. Are you feeling that? I
have been definitely feeling the love and the excitement, and, you know, Jess and I have been carrying a torch for this third movie for a long time.
Yeah.
And we were just really excited that the conversation was finally restarted, because I think that there are a lot of fans that have come to find the movie. You know, we had fans with the first movie, and of course it grew with the second. But I think over time, more and more people have found those movies and have fallen in love with them, and so it kind of feels like we're at the right place at the right time.
You hit it. You do such good work, man.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.